Hello, anybody watching? My name is Dylan and I like to build houses in The Sims 4. Today I am coming at you with something near and dear to my cold little heart. This is 165 Sim Lane from The Sims 2, otherwise known as the Goth family house. I wanted to build this house because Sims 4 Paranormal Stuff just came out a couple of days ago, and even though I don't have that pack because I'm poor and can't afford it right now, I did think, the Goth family in The Sims are kind of known for their affinity, or if that's the wrong word, whatever, but they're kind of known for their connection to the paranormal and the occult and things like that. And so I thought, you know what, this is a perfect time for me to build their very famous house from Pleasantview in The Sims 4. I know other people have already done this, but I was like, I need to do this as well. I need to get in on it and build this house because I love this house. In fact, I saw a meme on Twitter a couple of months ago, because I follow a lot of Sims stuff on Twitter, that said, I grew up here, and it was a picture of Pleasantview, and I was like, I understand that. I did grow up in Pleasantview. More specifically, I grew up in this house, in 165 Sim Lane, the Goth house. I have so much time that I've put into this house over the years, and I just love this house. I think it was the first house that I probably played when I played The Sims 2 for the first time, because I knew of it from The Sims 1, because it had the name Goth on it, and I remember being blown away by just how much money the Goth family had. They had like over 500,000 simoleons, and I was like, how could they do this? How could they have so much money? And I didn't quite understand that, it was just, that's part of their storyline, is having so much money. And so the creators of them, went in and just gave them a lot of money when they shipped the game out. But for some reason, I was just like super drawn to like, how did they do this? How did they get so much money? For some reason, it did not connect to me that, the creators used the money cheat and gave them that much money. I don't know. That's just a memory I have in this house. And I also have memories of, Cassandra Goth in the backyard, either getting left at the altar or having Don Lothario marry her for her money. And it's iconic to me. All of Sims 2 is iconic. I know a lot of it is probably just from, the nostalgia factor, I'm sure. But also, Sims 2 is just a good game. It's a good game for storytelling purposes. It's just something that has stuck with me for basically my entire adult life. I just remember Pleasantview and 165 Sim Lane and playing the Goth family over and over again and doing new things with them and ruining their lives and creating new things and having babies and divorcing, and I love it. So I was so excited to get a chance to have a reason to build this house. So that's long tangent for something you didn't even ask for, but here we are. So this video is a little bit on the shorter side because I didn't do any of the interior furnishings yet. I will get to it, but it's just not in this video. This video here is just the exterior, and then I did do the interior floor plan, and then the landscaping. But the landscaping is also not captured on film here. I did do it after I got the exterior shell done, but I do have pictures of it, so you will see the landscaping. I did do the landscaping pretty accurately, when compared to the Sims 2 version of this house. I had to make a couple of small changes because some of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Just how the Sims 4 works is different than how the Sims 2 works. So some of the landscaping had to be a little bit differently because, you can't put fences on the very edge of your lot in The Sims 4, but you can in The Sims 2. I don't know why they made that change, but they just did. So it threw off the fencing just a little bit. But I did get the infamous marriage spot, like I said, in the backyard for Cassandra to either be left at the altar or get married to Don Lothario. That's right in the backyard, and then there is the family graveyard as well on the left side of the lot, but there are no ghosts in that. I only used the buy debug headstones, so there are no ghosts attached to it, but it looks correct and the shape of it is correct. But just keep in mind, no ghosts, but I did the best that I could, and I think it looks fine. So, in order to get this house to look pretty similar to its Sims 2 counterpart from now 17 years ago, I did have to use a couple of packs. I used cats and dogs for the exterior wall covering, and then I used a lot of stuff from Get Together, which I think Get Together is my favorite pack as far as building goes. I always use the windows that came with that pack, and I always use that column. I always use it for trim, even though that's not what it's supposed to be used for, but I just always use it for that. So I don't think I can really build without Get Together. It's my favorite pack to play with and build with, and I'm just very, very glad that that came out. So I'm going to try to keep the interior furnishings with base game and cats and dogs and Get Together, because that's what I had to use the exterior for. And I like to keep my houses to a minimum when it comes to packs, because I understand that not everybody has all the packs. I know I don't, so I'm just gonna go from there. One thing that I think is kind of almost funny about this house is a lot of Simmers, when they're referring to this house, they always call this the Goth Mansion, and I think I've called it a couple times in this video, the Goth Mansion. But in reality, this house is not a mansion, I don't think, because I believe a mansion typically has like 8 bedrooms and is typically on quite a large yard or lot, or however you want to call it. And this house is not on a very large lot. It's on a 30 by 30 in The Sims 2, and so I built it on a 30 by 30 for The Sims 4 as well. And it only has 3 bedrooms, that's not really, doesn't really make a mansion in my head. Although maybe I'm just very privileged, I guess. I don't know. I don't really think of a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house as a mansion. I mean, it's quite big. There's plenty of space, but a mansion? I don't know about that. I mean, I know people who don't have, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but still have a house that has, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. And they don't live in mansions. I don't know. I just feel weird about it. Anyway, I'm already at the screenshots here, so if you like what you see here, do feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would love it if you would subscribe. I will still love you, even if you don't. Please stay tuned for a part 2 where I do the interior of this house. And with that, thank you for watching and have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye-bye.